Hello.
I don't know why I did that.
She's beeping. She's
Like
that's
the Muffet.
That's
the
millennial
Muffet.
noises, as Gen X or whatever says.
Yeah. Everyone just kind of craps on millennials, so.
We're cool.
I don't identify as a millennial.
Oh, why? I'm a cusper,
I'm a
technically.
Gen Z.
Are you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like early Facebook,
Yeah.
definitely millennial.
Oh.
That's why I would say you're a cusper.
What is that?
I
It
just
means
wanna
that
fit
you
in.
kind of fall on the cusp of two generations. So, like, we technically are cuspers.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I think the cusper years are, like, late 80-something to, like, mid 90-something.
Yeah, 95 definitely is at the, like, literally, it's at the end of millennial. It's the last year, and it's the first year of Gen Z.
But we'll share, like, very similar experiences because we were in similar life stages at the same time.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Speaking of that, Coachella happened not too long ago. The crowd, maybe they're just tired and whatever, but they were not giving energy to Benson Boone's performance.
I heard that they weren't giving energy to anybody's performance.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably dehydrated. And,
Well,
you know,
I think it's like people are just too cool for like that kind of stuff now. Everybody just thinks they're too cool to like be weird.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. There was like one person, they showed like a whole crowd of people, and then they zoomed in on like one person dancing. And I'm like, oh my
Oh.
God.
Like get funky out here,
Yeah.
people. Like you paid thousands of dollars probably to be here.
thousands.
Get funky.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do, but maybe, like I said, there's the heat, and they probably have to go to the bathroom and just.
I
Did
mean,
Benson
maybe.
Boone say something about it?
He reposted. He's messy. He reposted some stuff on his TikTok pages because he performed with Brian May, who is a guitarist for Queen, and who performed along. It's not Freddie Krueger. Freddie Mercury. You know, he's just as
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
And Benson performed a Queen song. What's
Yeah.
that one?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. And
Oh yeah, I saw part of that.
he brought Brian May out, and he was like, "It's Brian May, everybody!"
And people are like, who?
Crickets. And you know, Brian, he's just
Shredding,
guitaring, whatever, and
guitaring.
Guitar.
and Benson's doing flips. He's trying to get the crowd like, "Come on!" Dead silence. And then so Benson, if you go to his TikTok and you go to his repost, someone made a funny little skit making fun of Gen Zers and how they're just on their phone like, "Who's this person? What's the song? Ugh, who cares?" And then they just stay on their phone.
Or they film the entire thing.
Yeah.
Which is when I like front row Taylor Swift concert, right? You're front row of a Taylor Swift concert, and everybody, rows and rows and rows of people just like literally watching the entire thing through a screen. And I did not have my phone on me the entire time at the Taylor Swift concert. I think I took like 2-3 pictures.
I remember one of the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you brought Craig with you?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So we took like a couple pictures, and then the whole time I was dancing and jamming and singing and just like so in the moment and so present and a little tipsy. And I just imagine like being like Taylor Swift and looking down at like the crowd and just everybody watching you through a screen. It's like you're only here to get something out of me because they want to be
Like an Instagram video
Yes.
or a TikTok. Or
yes.
Or maybe they want to catch something viral.
Yes. Or like her wiping her nose or her falling
Taylor Swift
down.
wipes her nose.
Yes. Or crying during when she's singing, all that stuff. And it's just like, just be in the moment.
But then, like, concert videos, how many times has someone showed you a concert video? None.
yeah.
It's like a firework
I do-
video.
I do go back sometimes and watch my own.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But no, but like, you know, to someone else, like, "Hey, I was at this concert last week."
No one wants to see that.
No.
It's like a fireworks video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, just watch the fireworks.
Yeah.
Don't need to take a video because no one's gonna watch it.
I take them for myself, and usually I take like a 30-second video so that I
Same.
can remember like
Acceptable.
the set list.
Totally acceptable.
So, yeah, and so I can be like back in the moment and like hear it in my head type of thing. But I'm not standing there like listening to a 3.5-minute song and watching it. Me take a video of it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, if anything, I'm trying to video and look at them at the same time.
Yes.
So
Yep, for
don't
the
know.
Nicki Minaj concert, I filmed a little bit, but then I also like just wanted to
oh,
watch.
Hannah was just bawling. She was going. She was dancing. She was getting sweaty.
Dancing,
Getting
jumping up and
sweaty.
down. Woohoo! Think of that.
Yeah, she was rocking it.
Yeah, she was great. But yeah, I don't know what the crowd. Oh, yeah, no, Coachella. Yeah, I don't know what the crowd's like there, but
From everything that I saw of like people's videos on TikTok, like they're just standing around, like staring at each other.
Boring.
And it's just like, do people only buy tickets for Coachella now because
just for the Instagram post,
the name of like I went to Coachella?
Yeah.
probably.
Like it's not cool anymore to like see
And
artists.
this is my outfit that I wore to Coachella. That's a huge thing.
Okay, speaking about the outfits, okay, I watched this whole. Remember back in the day, and it was all boho.
Back in the day when Coachella was at its highest.
In a desert.
Was it in the desert?
Yes,
Oh, or is that a
yes,
different?
no, it was. You're talking about Burning Man? No, we're talking. Coachella was in the desert.
I'm
'Cause
talking
it was, like,
Vanessa Hudgens, Selena Gomez,
Yes.
Kylie Jenner,
yes,
Kendall
and it was very
Jenner,
boho. Okay,
flower crowns.
Yes.
and now people are for one. Okay, after
It's
watching
like they
this
wanna be
10-part
Mad Max.
series, yes, the outfits are so weird. First of all,
It's giving Mad Max,
ugly.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
and second of all these people that are being invited and like are being talked about as such cool people being invited to Coachella. I'm like, who are they?
Yeah.
Am I just old or like do I just not care about celebrities anymore that I don't know these people?
I don't think they're celebrity. They're like
they're influencers.
TikTok influencers,
Oh
TikTokers.
Just like, ugh.
Because everyone's like Katy May or Katy Fang, and I'm
Who
like,
the heck is that?
who's that? And she's just a TikToker. Who does?
That does what?
Oh, I was like, okay, she's got 1 million followers.
This is why I just cannot care about people because who is doing something so interesting on the internet that I need to care about?
So there's this podcast called 30 Crying and Trying.
Okay, right. But I'm saying like we're not on TikTok like just sharing our whole life on TikTok.
No,
Like
we're
what is
not.
it that people care about on TikTok? Like I like to watch TikTok, obviously.
But I think it's a preference too, and you know we are getting a little older, so it's maybe we don't care about. I mean,
oh, so
Kylie
maybe it's, like,
Jenner when she was
content.
in her King Kylie,
Yeah.
I was all about it.
Oh.
I watched every Snapchat story she
Oh,
did.
I never did.
I was there. She was the moment. And when they went to Coachella, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go to Coachella. I looked at the Coachella prices and I'm like, I'm never going to Coachella.
Yeah.
And I told Nick, I'm like, would you ever want to go? Like, you know, and he's like, absolutely
He
not.
would die.
I would have to drag him. I mean,
Yeah.
he'd have
Which
to
he
be
would
like,
go because he's so
no, he would
whipped.
go, no,
He's so whipped
kicking
by
and
you.
screaming, no.
No, he would go.
He
He's
would
so
not.
whipped by you. Just FYI. It's 100% true. But that's something that I wrote down after watching this was just that like I feel so disconnected from like younger people and like younger people things that are going on or even like things that I kind of used to care about like what people were wearing to Coachella and I'm just like now I just don't understand. Is this part of being old and growing up and like being an adult now
think
that I
so.
don't like it's just very
It's an old
it's shaken me.
pastime.
It's shaken me to my core a little bit, if I'm being honest. Like the things that separate us from younger generations. Maybe that seems silly, but I'm
No,
just like,
I think-
I don't know.
It must have been when you were younger, you just, I know I did. I had to know everything about all the celebrities, everything.
Yeah.
And I just had to know who or what,
Yeah, but
who
we
was with
still
who.
know things about our celebrities like Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus.
But I think because I know them. I don't know these TikTokers. I
we've
don't.
like grown into the next era of our lives together versus
Yeah.
these younger people that are coming
And
out.
then they're growing up with them. They're going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, okay, that's
I
true.
think it's just like a new era.
Yeah.
It just is disturbing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Have you guys seen clips of the Lady Gaga performances?
Nope. It was
Like
really
she
good.
killed it, like nailed it. It was phenomenal.
She did good.
She got
I
a
think-
lot of amazing reviews
But did
of her
anybody
show.
care?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the younger
Yeah.
people?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
younger people
Yeah.
still care about Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they were still. I mean, she was singing "Bad Romance." I could hear the
Yes.
crowd like.
Born This Way.
Oh,
I hate that
My
song.
I
bestie,
still like that song.
bestie Gabe got tickets to see her in Chicago.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, for you also?
No.
Oh, she's going. Okay.
Yes,
She'll
she's
have to let
going
us
with
know how
her
it goes.
with her husband.
I do notice. I notice a lot of things.
And you notice butts.
Yep.
Yep.
That's true. I do.
Sad
Butts.
at the gym. I noticed.
I wouldn't want to talk about somebody's sad butt.
Then don't look at mine.
Calissa, your butt's great.
I guess I just look at the gym. You know, like
You look at every piece of every single person at the gym.
I
At least
do.
I do. I notice everything.
yeah.
I
But
wanna
I'm
know
just
everything.
like, you look really fit. I want to watch what you do because I want to look like you.
Also, when people are lifting weights, I like to watch their like muscles contract.
Yeah.
I think it's just fascinating. Not like in a creepy way.
No,
Just like,
I'm
you
just
know,
thinking
when
of
people
like
do like a back, what's this, like a back press
Yes.
or whatever, and you can see their like shoulder muscles like dimple and like change, and I'm just like, wow, that's so fascinating.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm
think
trying
it's
to do
cool.
all my trap because I want these big traps. And
Why?
I don't know.
You're gonna look crazy with big traps.
Okay, well, you gotta tell me that then.
You should work on your flies, your wings, your lats,
Nope, I just take 2 heavy weights and I just do this.
shoulder
Shrugs.
raises. Okay, got it.
so then you can really just
She can hardcore shrug people.
hardcore shrug.
Yeah,
Well, volleyball.
shoulder check
I
people.
freaking
Back on the volleyball train.
shoulder.
Rotator cuff.
Yeah, rotator cuff. I just can't. It just
You're old now. You have to stop living a young people life.
never.
Do you play volleyball?
She did in a city league.
Cool.
It was fun, except for the last game, which sucked because
There are some people who just take it way too seriously, which is partially why I didn't go back. Because
Yeah.
like there was kind of some mean people,
Oh.
and it was just like, dude,
And I'm
you're
like-
like playing with a bunch of old people. Like we don't need to like be spiking each other and hitting it as hard as we can.
Yeah.
And like
there was
crazy.
this young group. They got to be in like their 20s. I think they all went to school together, or really small schools, or like their siblings or whatever, tight. And obviously they're young. They
And clearly played volleyball like in high school.
Yeah, clearly. And me and some other people who just like to play just for funsies were playing against people who are trying to go to the Olympics. And then I was telling Sarah this because I'm like, it was mostly those 3 on a team, even though there was 3 other people with them. They just passed the ball to each other.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, I'm right here. Like, I can help. So but it was the last game for the season, and I'm like, whatever. I hope you guys never come back. They probably will.
It's just frustrating, I think, when the like experiences are different. When you're trying to taking this back to Coachella, like if you're there with people who are there for a different experience than you're there for, like I'm there to have fun and chilling,
Yep.
and you're there to like get crazy. It's just different.
Yeah.
Or in this like Coachella case, it's just like you're there to get an Instagram or a TikTok instead of like being there to experience the experience.
Back in what is it, 2015? I mean, it was really just at its peak.
Yeah, it's like
Coachella.
15, 16.
The Instagram, you know, everybody wanted the Instagram photo. Everyone wanted to be Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, that was the beginning of, I think, this whole era that we're in now.
Vanessa
Like the
Hudgens,
TikTok.
they call her the Coachella queen because she was the boho queen.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And they still talk about it. How does it feel? And I feel like everyone wants that title. They're all wanting.
But it's not boho anymore.
No, like I said, it's like a weird.
Mad Max. It is like very odd.
It's Mad Max.
It's
You guys
super odd.
reference
It's
that.
like
Come on, you don't know the movie?
Mad Max is like post-apocalyptic type of thing.
Yes.
So it's very like steampunk-esque.
Steampunk. T-Pain performed at Coachella. I mean,
Oh, really?
The crowd was hyped for him.
You
But
know what I
he
just
was
heard?
steampunk
That's
T-Pain.
Cool. That's cool. I just heard that he was coming back to Des Moines, by the way.
We got to go. He was so fun.
I hope his tickets are cheap again.
Yeah. He was good.
He was really good.
I'm looking at Mad
I'm impressed
Max.
by his dancing.
Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy wasn't. I mean, they remade it because Mel Gibson
Yeah.
was in the first original Mad Max, and then they remade it again. And they had
And Anna Sophia Joy or whatever is in the second one.
Anya.
Oh, is it Anya? Okay, whatever.
She's a beautiful model, but she played.
Mad Max in the second one, which is actually like the prequel
Yep.
to the Mad Max.
Wow.
It's a whole thing. Anyways,
It's good.
The, like style has just really evolved, and I don't really understand.
I don't think no one
young
knows the
people's
style.
anymore.
No
I
one
don't
knows the
understand.
style. Because I was seeing Fringe. I was seeing Cowboy.
I know. I don't understand.
Cowboy,
young people.
Cowgirl.
I was
I'm
seeing
very
Sparkles.
confused. I'm very confused.
Sparkles.
Rhinestones.
Everyone's got rhinestones and eye glitter on, and then they're wearing like.
It's
just
all over
very
the
odd.
place.
I
All
don't
over.
get it.
Like one guy, he was covered head to toe in a balloon, like balloons tied to him. I think they just want to be
Okay, that I'm
camp,
for. That I'm
Camp.
for.
Yes.
campy.
Okay, I can get along with campy as long as it's like funny.
Yeah, someone like totally colored themselves gray and a cell phone.
Yeah.
You saw that? He
See,
was like a
that's
huge.
funny. Like when you're just
Ew.
dressing to try to be like
It's
cool.
hot. You're in a crowd.
still
You're gonna
funny.
sweat paint
I
in your
did hear,
eyeballs.
I did hear that people be stankin'.
Oh yeah.
People were rancid. And it's sort of like, dude, what do you expect? You're like out in the desert with like 500 people.
And then like the
100
shower
degrees.
lines is like
Yeah, dog.
insane.
Yeah.
So I've heard that there are like sex tents
Oh.
at Coachella. Have you heard of that before?
No,
Like it's
ew.
like a
It
a
sounds
music
like a lot of herpes
festival.
to me.
Yep.
yeah, it's like a
Gonorrhea.
room where you can go and
Chlamydia.
everybody's just
What was
doing
that thing
it.
in the 80s that they did?
Oh, no, it was the 60s.
Okay. What was that festival called?
You know what it is.
Wild Power? No,
You know.
Flower Power? No.
Well, stop talking about it and I'll think about it. Okay.
Stock. No.
Go ahead. Yes. Yeah, I think that's right. Where's my mom when I need her?
Hippies. I mean,
It
it
was
was
hippie. It was a hippie fest. It was like very
The
Beatles.
OG.
Beatles era. Think Beatles era.
the OG festival.
Yes.
I was at.
Were you thinking Stockton?
No.
Stockholm?
No,
Come on.
no, I know it's a fest. The Beatles played at it.
Pause here, editing Calissa.
Beatles.
60s, 70s. I would say it's probably 70s actually more.
Woodstock.
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 Jeez.
I knew there was a
Yes.
stock.
That was
Yeah,
the
I
free
said-
love, the free love movement. Yes, absolutely.
But they were probably out in the open.
Yeah.
No tent needed.
Yeah, it's possible for sure.
A man might have slipped in there once.
Ew.
The Office. Creed.
Yuck. Yuck.
Or that was a cult, I think he said he was talking
He was
about.
talking, yeah, he was yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
The only tour that I care about anymore is Warped Tour. Bring back Warped Tour, make the tickets,
Those people be stanking.
yeah, it's true.
Because mosh pits, right?
Just a bunch of
Yes.
dirty emo kids. Absolutely.
Yes.
Stop
Dirty
it.
scene kids.
I went to
Yeah.
Laserfest
I bet
2013.
that was so fun.
It
That
was so good.
Took me back in time.
Yeah.
What you just said. I have not heard that.
in a long time. Yeah.
Holy
I
cow.
was in Boone in a cornfield.
Who is at Laserfest?
Alice in Chains, Papa Roach.
Papa Roach would be like
It was
such a banger.
so good.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think-
in the crowd for Papa Roach, and you know how you hear of those like stories where people get killed in mosh pits?
Yes.
Ew.
And they get like trampled. I
Yes.
literally was so shoulder to shoulder with people that I
Yep.
could pick my feet up and I would stay in the exact same place. Yeah, it was wild.
A lot of people from high school.
Hailstorm
went
was
to
there.
that.
Yeah,
That sounds
So was it like just a mix of ages there?
yeah. There was like everybody there. I actually met a guy. I got in a fight with a girl.
Nice. I want to see that. Wish there was video evidence.
Yeah, I wish. It really wasn't. There wasn't a lot of videos back then. You know,
Yeah,
There
it
wasn't
was
a lot
not
of
the
people.
same.
Well, okay. What year was this?
2013.
So cell phones still, I mean, the video quality was still shit.
Yeah, and you didn't really post videos on Instagram.
No. Just Facebook, I think, is all we
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. So there wasn't a lot.
No
There was
Snapchats?
TikTok. There was Snapchat.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what?
2013.
That's like the beginning of era of Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Is that 2012
Yeah.
Snapchat-ish?
Oh, yeah, you're
2010?
younger than me. So I was in college. So
Yeah.
yeah, Snapchat it just happened.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. That was one of the best days of my life.
The best days of
It was.
No, I could just
I caught a drumstick.
that really cute song, and then you're in a mosh pit.
Yes. The best days of my life. Yeah. Anyway, that was super fun.
Dang.
Anyway, got in a fight with a girl.
Ooh.
She had me by the hair. Oh god. Guy from NICC happened to be there. And later I found out he was from NICC, but he got her off of me and we were fighting over a drumstick that RJ Hale
That's just too much.
into the crowd. And then I'm not even kidding you, a little person ran by and they grabbed the drumstick out of my hand and just ran away.
That is using your advantages to your advantage.
It's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Because we were both fighting over
Hilarious.
it.
That's
Right?
awesome.
And then
Yoink.
Yeah, yoinked it right out of your hand.
Yep.
Hilarious.
and me and this guy just looked at each other like, what the fuck is that?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's my coolest
I mean,
story.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking for you.
Oh, yeah.
Have you
That
heard of
is
Not So
heartbreaking.
Silent Night? That was another big one. Five Finger Death Punch headlined
Maybe.
it. Seven Dust.
Five Finger Death Punch. They have a couple bangers.
Yeah.
Are you a scene kid? Did we say that?
No, I was like a wannabe rocker because I hung out with like I had a rock band.
I didn't know if like because
She
you
had
have
a
older
rock
brothers who
Yes. So that was part of it. But like I was in a band with people who were super into that. So we would just go to these concerts and hang out and do stuff.
That's awesome.
So
I was never into that.
yeah.
I was in my girl groups.
Yeah.
I still love me some Destiny's Child.
It's good. I don't think Gen Z knows a whole lot of Destiny Child. They know Beyonce.
Honestly, that's a real shame because Beyonce sucks, but Destiny's Child, they made some bangers.
They did.
I can't name one.
What's wrong with you?
Calissa.
I remember in like first grade, I had a Destiny's Child shirt. So inappropriate. All their songs are about like their men being hoes.
Being nasty.
And here I am thinking I know their pain.
I know.
Didn't even have a boyfriend.
I did not. I don't think I understood what I was singing about. And that was like
MSN?
before my era of having CDs, so I only knew like what was, you know.
Do you remember MSN?
Of course.
And you could write. You could.
MSN.
Oh, MSN Messenger.
Yes.
Yes.
I was on there every single day after school.
See,
Yes.
everyone I knew had AOL.
Ew.
And so I know,
gross.
but I didn't. I was the only one that had MSN, so like I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You were just in a chat
I don't know how many times like I would be on MSN and I would just be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for my friends to come on.
And
I would
do
just
what?
refresh the screen and refresh the screen.
Just so you could talk to people.
I just talk to the
Yes.
same people.
Yes.
I mean, my friends from school.
That I spent all day with.
What do you talk
Come
about?
home and-
Because okay,
we just sent like before GIFs were a thing. We just sent funny stickers.
Yeah. Emoji, not emojis. They
What
had
do
like
they call it?
you could build people out of like the commas and
Yes.
quotation
Yeah,
marks and all that kind of stuff.
yes. But anyway, I bring it up because you could write status, you know.
yes, your stats.
And Promiscuous Girl, that song came out.
Promiscuous girl. Is that Nelly Furtado?
Nelly Furtado and Timbaland.
You know, she got hot.
She blames.
She's, like,
she
thick
blames her body on her baby. Like, oh yeah, look at my hot body. It's from my baby.
Yeah, she's thick.
Yeah.
She looks
Yeah,
nice.
she's
very
thickin'.
curvy.
thick
but
with 2 C's.
yes, thick. Anyway, I wrote Promiscuous Girl. Like, I'm a promiscuous, and I had like cute little like stars and flowers around it. My mom saw it, and I'm like, what? Delete this.
Yeah,
I'm
like, you
Mom, it's a
obviously-
song.
You obviously didn't know what that means.
No, I didn't know I didn't know what I was saying when I was singing the Pussycat
so funny.
the Pussycat Dolls songs.
No.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like
though. She's actually a really good singer.
she
Nicole
is?
Schwartz.
She became an
singer or
operatic.
whatever.
You know,
She's really
opera.
talented.
Wow.
Yeah,
She just never took off. She wanted to have that Beyonce moment when she left Destiny's Child
No.
and be like
Pussycat,
a
Oh,
good
yeah,
solo
yeah,
person.
Yeah.
Nicole Scherzinger tried to do the same thing.
She just didn't hit it.
Um,
But I feel like she had okay, first of all, she didn't have Jay-Z, but also she had some controversial stuff going on about their breakup, wasn't it?
yes.
So I bet that was part of it.
Stuff still are coming out.
Yeah. Which to be fair, I think there was some controversial stuff about Destiny's Child too, and like Beyonce and that whole situation. But
I believe it.
she didn't have Jay-Z. Nicole, what's her face? So
She didn't have a producer
exactly.
that helped her
Exactly.
because Nelly Furtado had Timbaland. Timbaland was like hot.
He was a banger, but
He was a hot producer.
yeah.
He was making bangers.
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams making bangers.
Man, just there's
You know what I saw on
4 or
TikTok?
5 people who made all of the bangers from like the early to mid 2000s. Just FYI.
Now I'm seeing Gen Zers on TikTok. They're like, guys, listen to 2000s music. It's so good.
We know.
And they're dancing to
We
like
know.
club music that we would dance to.
We know it's good.
And everyone's like, dude, how do you not know this song?
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's so good. Like they're
But that's like the
We're
year
like,
they were
we know.
born. That's like the year they were born.
true.
You know, so how would they know unless their parents were playing it and their parents were not playing it?
I
Let's
saw
be real.
someone. I had someone in the ER the other day, and they were born in 2004. And I'm like, "Are your parents here with you?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, you're like 21.
Yeah.
Like you don't need parents."
I know.
here with
I
you."
ask my like nieces and nephews now who are like 17 and almost 21 or whatever, and I'm like, what year were you born again? It's wild. It's wild. Like 2011. People who were born in like 2011 are like so old.
That's
like-
insane.
Yeah.
Like I feel like 2011 was like 5 years ago.
I know, but no.
No, it's
No,
not.
They're old now.
And even like, I was just thinking the other day, even like 2022, 2023, and 2024 are all just like blended together.
I
Like
know.
I have very little, I can remember the year Anders was born, which is 2022. And from there, I can kind of get a gist of like where I've been since then. But like,
After Bronson was born in 2019, all my time runs together.
yeah.
Well, yes, because
I have no memories.
2019 I feel was like the last normal.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
2020 happened.
Yep.
Everyone,
have no
I was
thoughts.
excited. I'm like, oh, it's the year 2020. Like, how exciting.
And then it was depressing.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
In every way possible.
Yes.
And it's just, the world has never been the same since. Everyone's kind of gotten out of touch of, reality is not the same.
Yeah.
We're seeing that with Coachella with these influencers.
Mm-hmm.
And then just recently, I think 6 women went to space.
Oh, God.
And
Yeah, tell me more about that because
do you
I'm
not
kind of-
know?
I know about it, but I'm kind of confused. Like, why?
Oh,
Like, what was the
It was
the purpose?
$600,000 a seat to go up there.
Oh, you had to buy your way in.
Oh, yeah. But I thought it was more. I thought it was 12 million.
I heard it was 600,000.
I know it costs like some billion to go up there, right?
Yeah, to like build the rocket to.
And like go up there. And people are like, when I'm paying, who was it that said that? Olivia Munn, apparently. Who
Oh, yeah.
People don't like. They're like, if regular people can't even afford eggs, I'm not going to pay to like go to space.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, facts.
I don't know what they were hoping the public would act towards
know.
this. If they're like, oh my gosh, Katy Perry and Gayle King, how amazing for you to go
Another
to space.
scenario where I don't know any single one of those people except for Katy Perry. Who were those other people?
Gayle King is Oprah
Oprah's
Winfrey's
friend.
best friend.
Don't care about her.
Best friend.
Oh.
And then Lauren Sanchez, is that her? Jeff Bezos' wife or girlfriend? I don't think they got married yet.
Okay.
And then
She
I
doesn't
think,
need to if she's getting in the honeypot of the well.
oh yeah, so their skits. They're like, honey, I need to do something that no one else has done. Can I go to space? And he's like, yeah, sure, honey. Let me just
Cha-ching.
ching.
Yeah.
But people were like, how could she go to space? She's got implants. Wouldn't they explode up there?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yes. Apparently, yes. And I was going to tell you guys. I don't know if you guys know that there's like a conspiracy. I put that in quotes because people are saying it's fake.
Yep.
Like whoever supposedly a door was sealed from the outside of this rocket tank thing that they were in. Okay.
They
And then
said
if
the
you
windows
look at
were
the
too
video,
big.
If you look at the video, someone inside the capsule opens the door from the inside, and then this lady runs up and you can see her kind of be like, no. And she like recloses the door. And then she like turns around. She's like, okay, guys, let's get over here and open the door. And then she like brings some special person in to like come and open the door. And it's all fake, apparently.
Yeah, I figured there'd be a ton of conspiracies if they actually went or not.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not that hard to fake zero gravity. I mean, they
No,
do
they-
that all the time at NASA.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how, but
In a room.
do they do
just
that?
change the pressure in the room.
That's wild.
That'd
It's
be
like
so
Charlie
fun.
and the Chocolate Factory, okay?
Huh? Charlie the Chocolate.
Yeah.
You just said that so funny. But yeah, they were saying, her implants would explode,
Yes.
filler would, because all of them have filler
Yeah.
and Botox. They
Right.
like just portion at their face. And then the windows were too big because like an actual,
Like the pressure
Rocket
would crush them.
the rocket ships, their windows are like this big.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just so frivolous.
but but then some people are like, well, they didn't go all the way up to space. They just like,
Went to the...
To
a
zero
certain
gravity.
point, went to a certain point, and then, but
Which, if I'm being honest with you, okay, nobody bring this up.
flat earther.
Okay. But I don't know that I believe that we've ever been to that level of space. I think, we're in a... We'll cut it there.
Well, there's
Just,
people that
I
were
find it
trapped
hard
up
to
there
believe-
for 6 months.
I find it hard to believe. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you guys think we've been to the moon?
No.
I don't.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Gosh,
When
we always come
Twilight
back to
Zone.
conspiracy theories
Yeah.
on this.
I know, I'm sorry, because there's just one about everything. And honestly, until you can actually prove me wrong, like legitimately, like I'm going to see your documents, I'm going to see you go to space. Like, I just don't know.
I just don't know why we raced to the moon and then we just never went back.
Yeah. We lost the technology, people, from
What?
1974. And you know that, was it Nixon called them from his White House phone on their rocket ship in space on the moon?
No, that didn't happen.
Nick said a really inappropriate joke about the moon landing, but that's on the Unsubscribe podcast.
Okay.
And I'm not going to repeat it. But
I'm sure we'll see it as like a clip.
oh God, I don't know.
I just think, I don't know. This whole thing, I think, was just like very, like.
Are you talking about the women going?
Yes, the women's space journey thing was just like, really? That's like what you think is appropriate to be doing right now?
Right now, you're
In
launching
this economy,
Like,
well,
it's
that
just
and like the environment too.
Yeah.
I think like what the fossil
fuels and stuff.
they're like, you guys are like killing, like you didn't need to do this.
It just seems so silly.
And then Katy Perry's interview didn't make it better. They're like, what did you take from this? Love, just love. Like she just sounded like, was she high?
What did she say? What? I have not seen that.
Oh my gosh,
I'll have
it's
to look that
so
up.
bad. Like the clips are so bad. Like
I know people were laughing about
they're
her coming
comparing
to,
her speech to, if you've seen Bridesmaids, Kristen Wiig when she's trying
Yeah.
to talk Spanish.
Yep.
That's what they're comparing it
oh
to.
gosh.
And I'm like,
give two clips that give off the same energy.
Right?
bam. And I, watching the side by side comparisons, I'm like, yeah, a little bit.
I know, like, people are really dragging her for coming back after, what was it, like 11 minutes or something? And she, like, kisses the ground. And then she's like, yeah, these people spent 6 months out there, like, pooping in a bag.
Yeah.
And whatever,
But 11 minutes was too much.
Like, yeah.
Honestly, it freaked me out. But then, but no one like Katy Perry, you have to go. The world is counting on you. You have to do this mission. She went on her own free will. She paid the money.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I want to go. And then she's just like acting like she's just like this hero. Like, oh my gosh, everyone,
Just crazy.
give me all the love. Give me
And all their boobs are out in their spacesuit. It's just so silly.
Yeah, and then everyone's commenting about the spacesuit logo. If you flip it upside down, it looks like a certain something.
Like what?
Like what?
The word I don't want to say.
Oh.
The satanic
Oh, okay. We'll have to Google that later.
B word.
Oh, okay.
Beelzebub?
What is that?
It's a name for the devil. We'll talk about it after.
Satanic B word.
Yeah.
That would.
Come on, Sarah, you know.
We used to have a dog named that.
Ew.
I know. Calvin made that up. It's now looking back, I'm like, yeah, that was really not that was but we called him Bees.
Interesting.
He was real naughty. He was a naughty boy.
Oh, God.
Not like that. He peed in the house a lot.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was like walking on the ceiling.
No. He
night.
just peed in the house. He wasn't a very good listener.
It wasn't a satanic dog.
No, he was just a chihuahua. Same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, what else did they say? Yeah, they just couldn't believe her. And then she was, promoting her tour. Mm-hmm. With
Really?
Yeah, her
Is she
set
touring
list
right now?
She's going to. It's gonna come out. But I'm like, girl, I think you're gonna be Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah. And have to cancel. I thought the same thing because I'm like, would I go see a Katy Perry concert?
I thought about it because I'm like, she had some good hits.
She had some good hits back in the day.
Absolutely.
Back in the day. Exactly.
Shut up and put your
No, not that
money
song.
where your
Okay, her
mouth
first
is.
album where she's like in the swimsuit on the lounger.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what
That
you're
one, and then
kissed
the
a
one where
girl.
California Girls.
Yeah.
Where she's on the cloud of.
But that was
candy.
what album was
Blanco.
that? What album was that? Because that was the album that like every song
Yes.
was a hit.
Yeah.
That was very much the Benny Blanco era.
Yeah, and people were starting to like. I'm like, did you guys not know who Benny Blanco was?
I
Like,
have no idea who Benny Blanco is.
really
I didn't
huge
until now.
producer. Like he
Wow.
produced every song that you love. He did it. He worked with Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber's like a huge one.
And he's marrying Selena Gomez
Selena
now.
Gomez, and
Okay.
he's wrote a couple songs for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Sorry, I'm looking up the spacesuit thing.
Okay, let me see.
It's like, so the devil is like, his thing is a goat. And so it looks like a goat head.
Yep.
Just if that's.
Yep.
Okay, continue on with what you were saying. Sorry.
I was just talking about.
Okay. Let me now go back to
her
Katy's
tour.
Perry. Katy Perry.
Because I think she's going to call it the Infinity Tour or something. Because she's going to basically perform all her hits
Yeah.
and then some.
Well, I would honestly.
So one of
see
the
that if
boys
she wasn't
from
so
2008.
obnoxious.
You what?
I would maybe go see that if she wasn't so
I know.
Are you talking about Teenage Dream?
Insufferable.
insufferable.
Yeah, Teenage Dream.
Teenage Dream.
Teenage Dream.
I'm wide awake.
I hate that song.
I like that song. And the song E.T.
Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, people were like, did she sing E.T. to some like aliens? Kiss me. Kiss me. truth and love and fill me with your poison. Take. Yeah.
I would, you know what? I might actually go see her in concert. Like,
Do you want to go with me?
Really
Yeah.
does. Okay,
Let's do
is
a
this
girls'
another
weekend.
30 crying and trying?
Should we do it?
I think we
I'm
should.
into it.
Watch, I'm going to buy the tickets and then she's going to be like, oh, guys, Orlando Bloom just came down with a horrible sickness. I have to cancel everything.
Yes. The entire tour. Just like
Well, I
Jennifer
was looking at
Lopez.
it. So
Think he's
it's,
gonna be there?
it's who?
Think he's gonna be there?
No.
Will he put his Lord of the Rings wig on and his ears?
Legolas.
Will we see him
No.
with his bow?
No, so she calls it the Infinity Tour because the stage is going to be like an 8. And the
Oh, so
two
people are gonna be
pits,
inside there?
yeah, you can sit in one of the pits. And I looked at the prices. I'm like, that's actually not that bad.
Okay, but what's that bad? Because I'm still poor over here. Okay, we can't be like getting crazy.
I want to say like 100 something.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not bad.
I'm like, this seems really
For Katy
cheap.
Perry?
Reasonable.
Did she fall off that hard?
Maybe.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey,
Well, as soon as they drop, let's
tickets
like
are
get our tickets right
cheap-
away if we can.
Yeah.
if tickets are like,
People that are listening, don't steal our tickets.
oh yeah.
Us first.
But yeah, I was like, well, and then if the tour is maybe going to suffer badly because of this really bad PR thing that she did.
Maybe it's like J-Lo's tour and we'll
That's
get
what
really
I'm,
cheap.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, sorry, I was Googling.
Yeah. Because I'm like, these tickets aren't expensive at all.
Cool.
And I'm like,
Cool.
she might be J-Lo'd.
I'm into it. I love it.
We
ready.
might buy the tickets and then she's
Are we going to get shade because we went to a Katy Perry concert?
You know what? No, because we grew up when she was making those bangers.
Yeah, it was when
Yes.
she was cool, right?
That is,
Okay.
if I don't want to hear her new stuff.
No.
No.
But if she plays like anything from like her pinup album.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be that
get the
tour.
bangers
It's going to be
rolling.
like her Eras tour.
Yes.
tour.
Cool.
Good.
Cool. Cool.
So I'm like, yeah, I can get down with that.
Cool. I also like, yeah. Oh, I can't say that on here. It was her album that was like right before she got famous.
Oh, that one song.
Yeah. But when it was like Barbies. Yes. It was the Barbies in the music video. I actually do like that song. They were Barbies. in
And
the
I
music
don't
video.
even like, and you don't even, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I have a question.
Okay. I have an answer.
What has your TikTok algorithm been feeding you? What side of TikTok are you on?
Normal, I say.
You're normal.
I'll tell you what I've been watching.
Messy moms, really messy moms that messy. They're filming their dirty, hoarded house, and they're like, "Let's normalize this mess."
Ew.
And I'm
Ooh,
like,
send me some.
we've talked about
Are
it
they
before.
actually really bad, or are
It's
you just
Donut
like
Mom.
being weird about?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's Donut Mom,
Okay.
and I gave her grace, but I'm like, girl, come on, because she's like, I got 3 kids, and they made this mess last week, and I'm like. That was last week. That looks like it's been a year that they've made this mess. And she's filming it, and you can see the cockroach. You can see bugs.
Oh,
And
there's a difference between messy
And
And
unsanitary.
and filthy.
so that's where I'm getting when people can like screen record and like talk over the video. They're like, guys, this is not. Let's not normalize this mess. This is not a mess.
That's
Yeah.
third world country mess.
This is a hazard, a health hazard. And you've got
Yeah.
children living in this. So Donut Mom, Alexandra Sable, I think that's how you say her name, and then Amanda MCG. She's trying, but people are just not, because she's like, hey, help me clean my house before CPS gets here, kind of making a joke of it. And she's like, guys, CPS said my house is good, so you guys can quit with your negativity. And people are like, girl,
CPS shouldn't be there in the first place.
you're flexing that your house is decent enough for CPS. I don't
It's
know.
not a flex.
Yeah.
It's not the flex you think it is.
No. So that's my feed lately.
I got on 2 dark sides of TikTok, which is what prompted this question. Dead children side of TikTok. And then young people diagnosed with cancer TikTok.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So
What is the dead children thing about?
they are families of like, they come on and they post about their child or like raising awareness for how their child died or like,
Like batteries?
yes, or there was one, I'm trying to think of what it is. I'm gonna have to cut this part.
Drowning?
Yes, drownings. There was one baby who drowned when she was 2, had like traumatic brain injury, survived, made a miraculous recovery, and then just got hit and killed by a car when she was 4.
Oh!
And it's about like the parents posting about their babies, their angels, or like, I would have known that 2 months ago before this video was taken that you'd be taken from me. Or
Oh, that is a trend right
Do
now
you
on
just
TikTok.
cry every day?
yeah, it's awful. I don't know how I got on it. And then I'm, of course, getting out of debt. Student loans.
Vastly different.
Okay.
Vastly
Wow.
Interesting.
There's like,
What are you guys watching?
yeah, there's a lot of corners to TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what is in your feed?
Yeah. What's up?
Well, I watch a lot of devotionals. I listen to a lot of things about Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Whew, those people need that, just FYI. And then, you know what else I really like to watch? Well, funny stuff. I like to watch funny stuff. I like to watch ballerinas get fitted for their point shoes.
Okay.
I think that's really fascinating, so I'm watching a lot of that. Love ballet. Like to watch ballet.
Okay. It's very. I've never.
I think it's
Never
really
would have known that about
fascinating.
you.
Yeah.
I used
cool.
to like watch ingrown toenail removals.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, love that.
I'm like, ugh.
I like watching people get their pores stripped.
No, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
I
love
need it so bad. I
Yeah.
have large pores.
I have sebaceous filaments pretty bad. I want to get them out.
Speaking of that, I got a Japanese head
Massage.
massage, I think.
Cool.
But I got like the full package, so I got
Like
a
a
facial.
scalp thing.
Yeah,
A
she
scalp
like
facial? The
she
comb?
had the camera on my scalp, and she's like, "Your hair looks really clean." And I didn't wash it for 3 days. I was going insane, but like I braided it and like
Yeah, but you're also pretty oily. And
I
so
am
you
very
probably have
oily.
like dandruff and dry skin and stuff like
I
that.
don't know. But
How
she's
often do you wash your hair?
every day.
Oh my gosh. That sounds like so much work. I wash it like once every 4 days.
Oh my
5
gosh!
days.
But are you more on the drier side?
Yeah.
See, I'm oily.
Yeah.
4 or 5 is a little much for me. I'm like a solid 3.
I thought you used to go 6.
I did used to, but I don't like using dry shampoo.
It's really bad. But she was telling me because this is my friend Valerie. I used to work with her. And then she just kind of went on her own. She would go to these, Con Ed classes. If you are balding and losing hair on top, it's hereditary. If you are balding and thinning on the side, it's nutrition. And if you are balding or thinning in the back, it's inflammation. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Because most of the men that go bald on top,
Yeah.
hereditary. A lot of women, especially after kids,
Or on the sides
on the sides,
and on the.
the last thing we want to think about is nutrition. We're trying to keep the house afloat. So I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So that was pretty interesting. But no, she did the little camera on my scalp. She's like, what do you use? And I didn't want to tell her. I'm like, I've been using Pantene Clean. She's like, oh. And I'm like, well, I saw this TikTok. And they, all the companies are owned by like 4 major companies in the world.
Yep.
And they make the same thing. They just sell it
repackage it.
at a different price point, but it's made by the same
Yeah.
thing. And I'm like, I like my Pantene better than my Biolage. But she's like, no, your scalp's really good. I'm like, thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
You're doing something right.
Yeah.
Where'd you have to go for that?
This was in Clear Lake.
Oh, that's not far.
Nope.
You
So,
should send me a link for that because I really want to do that.
yeah. So I was going to make a post and I'm like, hey, fellas, your wife doesn't want jewelry.
She wants to see her scalp magnified.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
She wants to be relaxed on Mother's Day. So here, go see my friend Valerie. She'll hook you up.
You know what I really want to buy? One of those little cameras that you can plug into your phone.
Ew.
And you can
No.
look at stuff.
No.
I want that.
No.
A little microscope. I
No.
want a little microscope.
That's disgusting.
I want to look at my skin up close. I
No.
want to look at my armpit up close.
I
wanna
had
look
one
at
for my
everything
ear.
up
That
close.
was fun.
I
Oh,
wanna look
that
at
would be
my
interesting.
ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it for picking earwax?
It could be. I used it so I could take a picture and send it to my doctor and see if my kid had an ear infection.
Oh, that,
I want one real bad.
that'd be good.
Calvin told me it was frivolous.
Frivolous.
So.
Calvin always says no. Calvin, if you're listening, say yes once in a while.
He's not he's kind of a fun hater.
He is a fun hater. He likes to have his own fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
But
going to a
I'm
concert.
not
That means you
allowed
get
to
to go to a
have fun.
concert.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
I am going on a work trip this summer to Florida.
Fun.
Yeah.
What do you mean for work?
So it's like Con Ed basically.
For the school that you're at?
Yeah.
Really?
We're gonna read a book, and
Ugh.
I love to read.
I know.
personally.
That's what I like.
And usually with those types of books, it's really difficult for me to get through them because my mind tends to wander when there's not like a laid out story to follow. And so like if I could read those books in bullet points, it would just be so much more effective for me. But so it'll be good to like read it in a group, have discussion, and like.
So why Florida?
Don't know. Just where people wanted to go, and I said, okay.
Are they paying for it, or do you have to raise money
We
for
get
it?
a stipend, and then we have to pay for whatever else. So
Fun. How long?
it's like 4 days, 5 days.
Nice.
Perfect.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll have to buy a lot of sunscreen.
Get the powdered sunscreen.
I'm like doing some research already about sunscreen.
Powder
find
sunscreen?
What does that mean?
Oh, it can come in like a powder form.
But I'm not oily. I'm dry. I'm gonna be crusty.
You remind me of Cam from Modern Family. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
He like cannot touch the sun, so he's like in a white poncho, a white
Yeah,
hat, and then like the whitest sunscreen
Yeah.
ever.
I know. I need to like buy some linen pants, and I need to like get
Ooh,
some shirts,
linen.
some long sleeve
Kind of
shirts.
obsessed with that look.
I love a good
I just
linen.
got a linen
but
dress the other day.
I love it.
Fun.
I love it.
Your pictures, your family
Yes.
photos.
Yes, that's the dress.
They
Wait,
looked
when?
good.
I missed it.
It's
it
like my
at?
extended family.
Is it on Instagram?
She had it on her
was-
story.
It was on my
Oh,
story.
Dang it. I
No,
missed
but they
it.
looked really
Sorry.
good. You looked really pretty.
Yeah, thank you. I was very happy with. There's my fam. That's the only sneak peek that we got so far. So
Oh, cute.
yeah,
It's so wild. You literally all look exactly
Where'd you get
the
the
same.
dress from?
Target.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
It looks really good with that
I went and
cardigan.
got it right after we podcasted last week.
Actually, my mom saw you because
my
she was
gosh.
like, "Is that Calissa?"
Who's this girl on the
I got
end?
recognized.
Yeah.
Who's this girl on the end?
My sister.
Okay, tell her she's got the cutest boots.
Let me see. Let me
Okay.
see. Let me see.
They're like little flowered,
Oh.
like
Yes.
Doc
This is a
Martens
full
cake.
photo.
Yes, they are.
They're so cute.
Oh, I do like it. You would like
I
those.
love it. I'm into it.
She's the one who has
MCAS.
Yeah, MCAS.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel weird texting her, so I probably won't. But I did get it, and I do sympathize, empathize.
Is this your
and
brother?
agree that I
Yeah.
probably have the same. If she ever wants to text me. Oh, what? You moved on. I was still talking about your sister. Sorry. What?
He's the most attractive out of all of us.
What?
That's her. That's Calissa's brother.
Who? Which one? There's two men.
They're
The
both
bald
my
one?
brother.
Okay, both your brother. Got it.
Yeah.
You all look the same. You all have the same
All
face.
the same face. Well, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I really like the picture.
Yeah, it's
I was
cute.
like, oh, it's pretty.
Very good. So yeah, that's
photographer
my
I
look
like
life.
that you guys kind of like all went together, even though you weren't like matching. You all like went together. That's cute. I like that.
Very. Is it not warm tone? It's very.
It's autumn. It's very autumn.
We did navy, white, and khaki.
Yes. Whatever that's
You
called.
had no navy on.
Yes.
Carl
But I
did.
had white and khaki.
Your sweater was khaki. I would call it peach.
Oh, I would call it khaki.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a not
It looks
white.
peach to me.
Cream.
Yes, a
Cream white.
Cream.
Okay.
A cream.
Cream.
Wow.
When Cassius gets itchy, I need cream.
Oh.
Cream.
Oh, how did his appointment go?
Good. So he's on Dupixent. So I was kind of nervous because I was watching YouTube stuff, and they're like, "Yep, you just gotta pinch your fat really good, and then you gotta hold the needle for like they said 10 seconds. The doctor was like 30, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's never a thing.
I don't
Which
know.
30 seconds?
I mean, I would trust your doctor if that's, but I've never ever been told you have to hold the needle in someone's arm for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder
a-
why.
I don't know, but
Interesting.
I think he was crying because he was getting pinched because I was practicing, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Ow!" and then just crying because of
Poor
just
thing.
holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, he was fine. He was bouncy. They gave him suckers, stickers. Happy little bouncy boy.
Good.
I'm like,
Do
okay.
you feel like it's working or it doesn't?
His
is it too
legs
soon?
don't look super inflamed, but he's still kind of getting like the redness in his elbows and
Yeah.
his neck.
It's hard because those areas are where like he holds a lot of moisture there, so
Yes.
they're gonna just be generally more inflamed.
So they
probably.
said by the second, I thought it was going to be every day I'd have to do this for him. No, it's like every month.
Oh,
Once a
good.
month, the beginning of the month. So then next month, she said by the second shot, he should be like completely cleared up.
Okay.
But we are going to go see an allergist in June
Where at?
here.
Nice.
And they're like, you can call every single day because they always have like someone
Cancel.
canceling. And maybe once his skin gets cleared, we can go see the allergist and then what's
Have an
going
allergy
on.
test going on. Yeah.
What's going on internally. So we can, no more flare-ups.
It's really hard with that age because I feel like this is part of the reason why I waited so long to address one of Gus's cavities. Well, and he had speech delay. But like when they're so little, they just can't tell you anything. And so like everything is only based around like what you can see as the parent or what you notice
Yeah.
Cavity,
instead of what they can tell you.
how old was he when he had a cavity? Because what did he say? Or like, how did you know he was
I mean,
hurting?
I could see it.
Oh, you
I
could
could see the cavity, and we had him taken in to like get his teeth cleaned or whatever. And they're like, "Oh yeah, he has a cavity," and I was like, "Okay." And it was like, it was a pretty bad one, and so they're like, "I don't know exactly what they're gonna have you do, but blah 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 and blah blah." So we had a consultation. And I was like, "Okay, how long can we put this off? Do you think, so that he can like tell us if something goes wrong?" Because he was like basically nonverbal still at that point. And so I was like, I won't know if something is going on.
You know,
'Cause he
like
can't
hold his
tell
face
me.
or just
Yeah.
like, oh.
And so we pushed it off as long as we could. And by that point, he had made a lot of progress, and his speech was it was good at that point. So, but yeah, like young kid stuff always is stressful.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Babies, it's kind of like, okay, you're gassy, you got a burp, got a wet diaper, like, or a tooth's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But even then, like if they have a tummy ache or something, like how do you know?
I know.
I don't know. You can refer to the cry guide or whatever it is, but
oh
even
yeah,
then-
and I like try to hear it, and I'm like, I don't
I
hear
know.
it.
In the throes, you're just like, they're crying. It's just a cry. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know.
But I know this happened to a cousin of mine when he was a baby. He cried, and like no one understood. Like he just kept crying, and then someone caught his little pinky toe, and they saw it was turning color.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
with the
sure.
hair.
And I'm like, oh. So every time when they were infants, I always looked at their feet.
Yes.
and it would.
I looked at their feet and then
their penis.
The penis, yes.
Yes, you gotta check the penis. You gotta check the toes, the fingers.
Yeah. And I just always check before I put socks on. I'm like, okay, we're good. Because I just, if they're like shaking their foot. I think it happened on the pit.
Yes, it did. We
Okay.
got some
Was it a toe?
Yeah.
Okay. And they were like, she just won't stop crying.
Yes.
And then someone noticed it and they're like, oh, little hair.
Yeah.
And then the baby was like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah. I think the pit is great for raising awareness for all kinds of things.
Oh, man.
The pit's great. Yes.
Yeah. The
Love it.
methemoglobinemia was a question on
The what?
the
One of the
the
diseases
one who
or
turned
whatever it was.
blue.
Yeah.
After.
That was a sad
When he tried,
situation.
when he was actually like suicidal.
yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Spoilers, BT dubs.
Yes.
But the way that she caught it,
Yeah.
I was like, man, you guys, I mean, really have to like love this
on
job to
Yes.
Yeah.
like case scenarios for all of it.
Yeah.
I would just be so clueless.
Yeah.
I would be like that one girl whose mom is a doctor.
Yeah.
Like
But when it came to the
She changed.
huge incident, like
She-
she was on it.
she
She
was-
was there and she was ready.
yep, she changed.
So, I mean, it was their first day. Like this whole season is literally their first
First
Yes.
day, and
in emergency rotation.
the ending.
So, like,
Dr. Robbie's like, he's laughing, and he's
Yeah.
like, it was your first day.
yeah.
Yes.
And so it's
Like, Gosh, it was.
yeah.
So now I kind of want to rewatch the season, see what I missed.
Yeah.
But like,
Do we want to talk about this in full? Because I did take
No.
notes. Okay.
No,
okay,
we're
okay.
saving it for another
All
episode.
right. All right.
Okay.
Because I took full notes on this.
So if you
Ooh.
haven't watched the pit, watch
Yeah.
the pit so you can commiserate with us on the next
yeah,
episode.
this will probably be like the third episode that we're going to talk
Yes.
about. And so this will be like, we're breaking it up into like 3
Yes.
sections of episodes.
Yep.
So
They're already starting season 2.
I can't wait.
Yay!
Yes.
I'm so excited. BT dubs. I also, sorry, that's a gross word, but I also was watching a show after that called The Night Agent on Netflix, and that also is really good.
Okay.
I've heard The Night Bitch is very good as well.
Oh,
That's on
that
Netflix.
movie?
I've never heard of
Yeah.
that.
Oh wait, what?
But yeah,
Is it a movie or a series?
I don't know.
It does it
I've
have
just heard
Amy
it's-
Adams in
yes.
it? I watched it. It's a movie.
Is it good?
It was the metaphors. I'm like, what's the metaphor for this?
Yeah.
She's just a mom who's like struggling with identity. It's very much that labor song. I like listening to that song.
make me do too much
labor
I relate
all day,
to
every day.
when I saw
Housewife, mother, maid.
when I saw the preview
Nymph
for the
and a
movie.
virgin.
I definitely related to it for sure, but I didn't see that it came out.
Yeah, it's me and Nick watched it. It gets a couple talking, because like they show the side of the husband who like doesn't see what his wife is doing every day, her struggles that she's doing silently, you know, because she had a
Calvin watch this with me.
yeah. Oh, I told you guys, you know, this was a homework assignment for you guys. Like watch with your husbands so they can get their we can get their take on it. Oh, it's Nicholas probably. Oh, I don't know. I'll call him later.
Yeah.
We should do a whole episode, speaking of Nick, on him explaining tariffs.
Yeah. For us ladies.
For us ladies, break it down.
Ladies.
How zonk out.
That like just don't get it.
Yeah, he's got to explain a lot of things to me because I'm like, why are people mad again? And I show him like what's happening on Facebook, and he just rolls his eyes. It's because, and then he's just, you know, going more in depth. I'm like, oh,
I just
why
need
does
it
you know?
dumbed down a little bit because I just feel like there's too many conversations happening all the time that like
Yeah.
Well, and then
I just can't quite grasp the whole concept.
they enforced all the tariffs, and then just kidding, the
And then
next
they-
day
yes.
they're like all gone except for some of them, and it's like
Right, and I'm just like, well, what do you mean? And I just don't. I also don't understand like the long range plans of like how this is going forward, like supposed to affect us, or it could affect us, or like I just don't know.
Yeah,
and
and
so I
see-
just need help.
And I just don't care.
See, I do care because I do care.
It will
that
probably
will
affect
have
us.
affect us.
Yes.
and obviously it's going to affect our lives. But I don't care in that like it's not going to make me search out more about it in a classical sense because I know I'm not going to understand.
No.
Yes.
And see, this is what Nick does. He listens to all platforms of all opinions, so he just gathers up like this side from this side from this side, and then he just picks out like a general saying that they're both all like saying together.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of, I'm like, oh, so you listen to this person, and you listen to this person, and this person. He's like, I have to get it all.
It's just too complex. I need a picture. I need someone to draw me a picture.
Talk to
how
me
this
like I'm a
works.
third grade.
Third grade.
Third graders are pretty darn
Third grade,
smart.
yeah, might be too much. Like, talk to me
Yes.
like I'm like kindergarten.
First.
Like that show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I am. And then I'm
Some
like,
of those questions were so
flip,
hard.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No. Some of those questions were really hard.
And I'm like, shit, where was I? And that,
We had to play trivia at school.
No.
For like part of a family
no.
fun night thing.
Ugh.
And some of the questions were real hard.
Yeah.
Real hard. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well,
I guess that, interesting episode. Because what did we
interesting episode.
I don't know. We talked about
We
a
talked
lot
about
of stuff,
Coachella,
and then
Katy Perry,
things
a
just
possible
kinda-
concert that we all might go to.
That'd be fun.
That would be really fun.
I think it's on a Tuesday. So,
Oh, I'm good for a Tuesday.
okay.
I'm perfect for a Tuesday. That's perfect.
Okay.
Wait, is it in the summer though?
I hope so. Because I asked Nathan if he'd go, and he's like, I've got school.
Oh, okay. Then I'm still. Well, if it's next year, that might be. I don't know what my schedule's gonna be like next year.
Okay, I will look up.
But I'm good for a Tuesday for this year.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
Leave us a comment of what you think about today's episode. What you were interested in, or if you rolled your eyes to about women going to space, or if
How
you
you
watched
feel
The
about getting
Pit.
old and not knowing people anymore?
Yeah.
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 What's your TikTok
That's still getting
algorithm?
me.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What's
Yeah.
algorithming for
Because
you?
we are on very different sides of TikTok, people.
so sad.
Very different sides.
So sad. It's not good for a hypochondriac to watch that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's why I'm very, very cautious about the videos that I like actually physically like, because I can't be just getting all of this random stuff. I need to.
But I'm
Very
like, I want to
strict.
show him support somehow.
Yeah,
You know.
I do too, but I just can't keep getting that stuff on my. I need to have a skip.
Skip button.
Just for my own personal mental stability, I can't be getting dragged into
Yeah.
sad stuff.
She's going to Guadalajara. I'm sorry.
I don't know where that is.
May 13th. Oh shoot, that's next
That's
month.
like
Shit.
next month. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like less than a month.
How many tickets? Let's just say 3 tickets.
May
Continue.
13th. Oh, that is a Tuesday.
Oh, one left in the infinity seat.
It's right before Kalissa's birthday.
It is. It's the week of
Ooh.
Oh, it's right after Mother's Day.
May 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't work.
Okay.
Where's it at? Minneapolis?
Mm-hmm.
Something has happened, people, and the stars have aligned.
Oh, I can get 3 tickets for $868.
jeez.
Oh,
What?
Each?
Each.
Jeez. Okay. Well,
I'll just tell Nick.
that might be a no.
Why?
Well, I can't pay $860 for a ticket to a concert. Calvin would poop his pants. I already have to miss my Skillet concert to go on my work trip, and I'm really sad about it.
Skillet. Oh, isn't Skillet coming to Mason?
Yes, they are, and I'm sad.
Maybe we should end this episode.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We're just chit-chatting away over
This
here.
has been Calissa
Hannah.
and Sarah.
Bye.